It's the pistol round going live for our final semi-final here of the tournament here in the Pinnacle Cup. It's almazer already pressing the issue here for the forZe camp. Straight out to that mid control with two other teammates behind him. Mir gets the shock of his lifetime as zorte takes that opening frag and degster's forced to retreat away.
I'm kind of surprised they don't try and sandwich them in as they retake back towards that short position. KENSI with a great tap onto SDY. And now it seems like the T's want to try and make some moves out to the B side. But the CTs, they're already on rotation.
Two players remaining for the Spirit camp. They're just getting cleaned up easy, but his USP's backstabs involved. Flick gets credited with a kill, and magixx all that remains. He's got a 1 versus 5 with bomb out of his control. almazer domes his head, and it will... A couple of things here and there they can be happy with. M4's in for the likes of almazer as he keeps his eyes held towards the front lines. He gets Mir immediately outside along. A great kill to start. Not a lot of support for the T-side player.
Jeez, they're aggressive, aren't they? They're even going to start making an aggressive short play. Two of them here. Spirit have got no idea.
They get a frag involved. See several other players as well alongside Jerry to get the kill involved. Chopper will fall. Degster gets 2 scout shots to headshots, however, so it's a 3 versus 2. He's expecting players to come back out towards long, but almazer still wins that fight, drops the bomb, and magixx left to clutch in this one. He had a hell of a game yesterday, but this might... Pushing up with 55 seconds to the clock. magixx expecting presence, sees his man, but zorte still wins out the fight and the frag. Up to that position, it's Chopper with the AK that will look down range. Expect there to be something of the CT line. Molotovs involved, spray through, catching that bomb. Carrier gets Chopper to fall, gets Mir to fall as well, and Flit on the other side. SDY being low and everything. 1 kill can return for degster with 30 seconds to go in for the B hit, and the bomb's out in the open here.
Flint's kind of stuck. He needs a little bit of assistance from the CTs, and KENSI just pushes through the smoke by himself. magixx got to recover the bomb, get all 4 kills. This is never happening.
No respect being shown by forZe here to Spirit, knowing that this team are in such a disadvantageous position.
Flash up, go a little bit passive more towards the A side.
Ropz still set in. Jerry gets his kill. zorte gets one on magixx. Master strike, 20 seconds to the clock. Spirit are going to make their move in now. Bomb's got to get out there, and zorte's ready for the run boost. Mir's not getting away with anything. Chopper's dead easy as well. 10 seconds for SDY. He's also tagged to 18. Flash is over. He's got no time, and he's got no life.
Util to work with. Just a single flash. He won't be able to slow this down.
Well, off the M4 spray. Gets 1 and 2. Burst back on the likes of Flick. He will get another trade back onto SDY, so it's a 4 versus 2. T-side presence held together. Flashes involved. M4 swings. Chopper can at least get Flick to get a trade back, so there's something involved in this, but an advantage still over forZe, and Spirit yet to get the bomb plant.
It seems like Jerry wants to go quite aggressive, just go straight out of the doors itself with the orb, trying to see if he can find the shot onto degster. Great connection, and they've seen Chopper onto the site. 9-0 up for Twistzz can come over. He can get 2 kills.
No one's watching. Now SDY is, but he's dealt with on KENSI's kill regardless. Degster can respond. Backed up here over at the ramp control, looking over the short boxes. Molotov's in, going to try to drive him out of position. He did see one player. The magixx gets that kill in regardless. So, Jerry moving up to angle. He's got one player over towards that long control in almazer that could potentially support him. But I think the forZe are going to back up here. I mean, they've got a lot of money, so I'd like to see them throw themselves at this, but being a much more conservative side than we initially expect. Actually, no, they might still go for it. Switch out to the M4.
It makes a lot of sense. Even try and get some exit kills. Great shot coming in from degster. That probably calls in the save now, doesn't it?
I'd say so. Jerry's still going to try painting the shots here, trying to avoid that headshot. His teammates creeping up here to the car position. He's seen one man tap forward to the headshot. That's 1 good kill. Still trying to look for the player over at Gandalf. Has seen him, but tagged up of his own right, and degster triples down in this round. And finally, they get their first for Spirit. What a laboured effort it was in this half. forZe are holding onto that AK at least. But their staggered approach to this is still going to consider the idea of a counter-rotate here for the forZe side. Those 4 players have now started to take positions on a quick rotation angle. The all picked up by Flit does not connect his collateral. Chopper gets his frag. So, 2-man advantage for Spirit. Damage has been done to the likes of magixx. No one's been able to capitalize on that. They're blind firing through these smokes. And Jerry finally gets caught back. 2 left in almazer and KENSI. almazer does get 1 good response involved. Can't find a second though, so it's KENSI that stands alone in the 1 versus 4. Molotov up towards short to drive him away from that angle. Back at CT, he's just got to save.
Spirit, very, very good long take from them, just in the way that they slow it right down.
Nice stack attempt from forZe. I would have thought that would have been enough to catch Spirit off guard. Took a while to get to this position. forZe maintained such a ridiculous lead because of that, but Spirit coming into their own and now looking to take their map pick under their wing. magixx gets that first kill. Chopper also doubles up.
Do something with it, and up towards the A side, just going to be a simple long commit.
Smokes on the crosses, and degster with a flick straight towards zorte. Easy pickings, that's why he's holding the auto. KENSI gets one response back over towards mid-control, but it's Flit here on the site that's going to become the main central defender. Molotov to the back. He sprays still on Chopper. SDY bails him out. And KENSI a 1 versus 4 to try and win this one, and it's not going to happen. magixx with his swing and a hit. They shoot.
And there's still so much util for forZe to work with. Crossing out from CT, it is quite dry. They haven't used that smoke down for zorte just yet. Chopper does find an answer back.
And great stuff on Jerry. Smokes down onto the CT spawn. Chopper's going to try and get ahead of it. Taps forward of KENSI doing some damage to degster. Chopper takes some of the blind fire back here towards the cross. magixx also gets scooshed down to 13 points. SDY takes some damage. Chopper comes up with a kill. zorte turns it in against his own man. Now Flit's fighting towards elbow. He gets one. degster and magixx get a couple of picks back. It's all left to degster. Dealt with by zorte. Spirit is going to be trying to equalize this situation because they're on the back foot right now.
And nade placement could be everything. Jerry swinging out wide, does not have a teammate with him, and that's a Galilk just getting picked up instantly.
Scout shot to zorte, taking a duel in against the likes of SDY, and Mayor's going to back off with a deagle. They leave towards that mid-to-be player. The Galil will try and see if we can take a fight, and Chopper's actually going to win it out against KENSI. Sprays back on almazer, will do some damage to return, but no casualty sustained here by the CTs. 45 for forZe, they're going to go towards the A play.
And they are not in a good position whatsoever. They've got only slight utility, and the CTs, they've rotated really well to A.
Flash over. Scout dealt with by almazer. Next, but deagle and magixx still chimes in. 2 less standing for forZe. Bomb's been dropped as well, not quite down to the CT spawn angle. Had that had been the case, that would have been round over already. zorte seeing one player at the edge of the smoke, and Flit catches that man instead. Mears continues to look forward in this, looking for the headshot angles. Bomb gets picked up, can get planted here. They're going to go jump face. No, they won't. They'll just secure that bomb plant. Try and fend off the rest of the retake. Now down to 2 players. 1 and none. SDY holds that final frag and holds the round for Spirit.
A decent recovery to come through from the forZe side. They're down by a lot in that sort of situation. They're able to get a bomb plant, deal with almost everyone. SDY being able to pull through with the clutch. For forZe, they have to be able to buy up again. That extra bomb bonus will give them any kind of connections, but they're going to spot the bomb and get the info.
Okay, ready? 2 to find, and magixx only gets the 1 frag. That's a double up overall. We're getting the initial kill on Jerry. KENSI also falling back, and the AWP battle goes the way of almazer as degster misses another crucial shot on the A defensive. Smokes inbound. I think a little bit awkward. They might give a bit of a gap to work with, but Flit still gets the kills of the players at CT cross. So 3 on 2 as the bomb goes down, and Spirit gonna go and save.
How do they lose that? I'm looking in that whole situation. 1,500 loss bonus. They've got money on degster and magixx and Mears, so
quite significantly, so he's going to get forced even further off angle, but they think they might be secure here on shore. Chopper's going to press the issue. See 2 players get the kill on the first man and the second, and that's a bit more like it, Spirit.
And out towards the A side, magixx just trying to play in and around the smoke. He's got the crossfire with the Zorpa. Got some more util coming in over the top. Deals that first player of almazer. KENSI getting a trade back. They need more kills on this D side.
And 2 versus 4. KENSI looks back in the back. zorte finds at least 1 kill, but 3 more to get of his own right, and overwhelmed by the smokes. The likes of the T-side take of long. degster held back on shore. Ready with the AWP, connects to Jerry. Ducks out of the way, gets that secondary pick, double tips in for a triple. Oh! He's landed on KENSI, gets a quadra as well! And that's so much more like it. degster missing shots all day, but now on for the ace, turned away from Flit. They know he's there, looking for the pixel gap that he needs. And there it is! All 5 kills. Offset Molotovs, he's seen one player with a gap. almazer catches magixx as well in a gap. Chopper finding some sort of response. degster refacing out towards long, and he's domed immediately, so not allowed another sequence on this A defense. Smokes up. Chopper hiding in the middle of them. Will continue facing around against KENSI's part. Molotovs trying to drive them away. Further incendiaries come down as KENSI gets a kill back. Chopper can return it, but still a man advantage here for forZe, so there's no chance of Spirit to get it back.
A great hop for Flit. Gets run boosted. Has to just bunny hop over towards that last little bit of the section. almazer peeks out. Gets another in the round. And for SDY, looking after the money line, looking after the economy. And forZe, it really...
What a shocker this would be to start off the series as well. I mean, Spirit to come into this so cold, but Mir caught out in mid. That's just a basic mistake. Now one player left on the B side. If SDY goes down here, it's going to be game. He does hold on to a trade frag, but almazer overwhelms. And now B's completely open. KENSI hearing footsteps of Chopper. Spray through. Scene still with the headshot alongside kills coming in elsewhere. And it will indeed be a 16th for forZe, who hold on to... Pistol round going live now for forZe and Spirit. There's pressure coming in with the CT side immediately. 2 kills back and forth. Mir makes it a triple, tapping up all the heads. Chopper can follow suit on zorte. And if you wanted to see a start from Spirit, that might just be it right there. Bomb dropped. almazer so far opposition. Back on the B site. magixx ready for the face, ready for the kill. Early in previous contentions against the Spirit side, so there's very easily an opportunity for this forZe to turn it back into a bit of an economy game for their own build. AUGs and SMGs out on this one. Chopper makes it. Another 3K. Quadra not quite found. The bomb can go down for it, but still a man advantage here for Spirit.
It's going to take a lot for them to convert this post plant. Jerry is really going to try and step up. There is a backstab coming through in lane.
Also picks up one of the SMGs that were dropped there. Leads on to Mir's position, and Mir comes up with a pick, but KENSI with a deagle back. 2 to his name. Got to find 2 more. 19 HP to do so, though. He's going to be perfect. Not, unfortunately. So degster. Kill found. 2-0 for Spirit.
forZe could buy up again, though. Bomb plant, 3 kills. Just try and force the issue. Try and see if you can break that economy from the Spirit side. And it was a decent round, I guess, in terms of the recovery. You're in a B side in the last round. Chopper going for an aggressive lane push.
And we'll get sprayed up for it. Tagged to 22, and eventually to nothing as Flit opens up the round. The spray through on the man. And zorte follows suit on magixx as well, who aggresses very far forward. That's 3 kills now as almazer can follow suit on degster, and everyone just falls apart there on the CT side. What was that round?
Yeah, it's an unfortunate one. KENSI gets away with another one-on-one trade. It's one of those for an in-game leader where you're just frustrated. You're trying to make a bit of a play in from lane. You get spammed up. magixx does the same. He gets spammed up. almazer gets an entry out to the site. At least those opening couple of kills, you can't really do much against that. SDY is just going to hold on for a little bit longer.
As you mentioned, first start for the board of forZe. Go out towards mid control, so they're not committing the bomb down this angle. If they can get Mir at donut, then they can find a way into the site itself, but Jerry gets caught for the first kill, so that's a frag to open up.
Just a lot of time wasting coming through from Mir, trying to put the util down, gets another kill through the smoke, should be traded by almazer.
Now he can try and look to double up against SDY, but SDY maintains his life at 15 points of health. AWP looking in with a deagle on the part of zorte, dropping the bomb for a second time, and it's all on Flit. 1v3 clutch, and degster lets him go. No further.
He could catch off the cave player, actually.
And do so. Chucked away at the wrong moment. Oh, that timing. The worst thing possible for almazer. Jerry and zorte will find a couple and everything. 40 seconds of the AWP finds its line in, and Mir. Oh, it's a case of timing. They've got to commit that bomb pretty soon. degster finds a pick back. AWP caught back instead by AWP. And while the M4 might have fired, it's going to be out in the open for the plant. 3 kills for degster. Makes it a quadra. Another massive round. Unfortunately, does evade the spray through. KENSI going in for the backstab. They might have to wait for this to come together. They're not going to be that patient here on the Spirit side. magixx forces forward, gets almazer to fall. And KENSI, if he wraps towards the A side, no, he's going to look towards Mir. And he loses that fight. Mir's ready for it.
Jeez, that is one impressive duel to be taken by Mir, and that just loses all of the advantage that forZe had on that ramp.
Now time's up. forZe are going to make their move in 30 seconds. Orb on the crossfire. Mir gets another kill, makes it a triple. And Mir stepping up to the plate right when they need him. zorte does get a couple of frags involved. Wrap the corner for the third man. Chopper the AWP lands his frag. Just holds it in.
So they've got to flash him off. They can't just peek him dry.
I'll try to do so. Their flashbang moves a little bit late, but SDY still misses the shot, and KENSI's just a blind allows Mir 2 easy frags. forZe are falling apart again. As SDY gets involved, now got to take the AWP battle against zorte. He gets forced back to rotation, and the backstab instead out towards mid could be everything. almazer found over on the B play, and zorte 1v5. And this is the Spirit I thought we'd see on Dust 2. It's the one we're seeing here for Ancient. Maybe this 2-0 might not be as prevalent as we thought it would be. They'll go up 10-3 at least.
They're getting rolled at this point on T side. zorte has got a pre-aim out towards the left-hand side of A main. Is thinking that a player might be here. Mir, can he follow up with any more? Only gets that leg shot in. And what
in the early game, he has gone quiet in these last few rounds. He hasn't really been needed though, so up to the Rifles to hold their own. Chopper Loses out that first chance. magixx gets the kill on almazer to trade.
degster at least being able to answer back from that cave position, and for forZe, are they just going to continue to commit with this? Seems like it's going to be a wrap into cheetah.
Oh, Flit with a jump face, trying to bait in degster to make a mistake, but no, the shot connects regardless, and they go ahead and walk past cheetah back into mid control. Mir the AK wins out his fight. One man left in zorte. AK back up towards the top mid control. Will try for a rotation, but should be overwhelmed by the numbers game. Oh, that's a good crispy tap. Okay. Any more? Well, Mir's next to FaZe. Doesn't even need to get a headshot on the man. He's on 19 HP.
And HG does not tap in. zorte? Is this guy an AWP or a rifle? I'm not sure anymore.
No way. Nope. Okay. And he got the shot on degster.
Some of their individuals are really quiet, and now going on to their CT side, they need a miracle.
Oh, especially with Magisk hitting shots like that, doing his best impression of his opponents. But Jerry gets to return. 4 versus 3, and forZe at least can hold back something. USP's continuing to hold back as almazer gets tagged up to 5 points. HP back into the B side. zorte with his USP out towards mid. Can't land anymore. Good one tap. Smear comes up with a pick back on the walls. Jerry and zorte and KENSI do find that crossfire, so it's all left the chopper. Bombing is back 1-on-3. almazer's low, but that's it.
I like the way the city's played that. Rather than just giving up individual jewels, they're peeking together. The duo of zorte and KENSI out on that mid position was just able.
Got the extra time for the defuse. Smokes have gone down. 30 seconds, and finally the bomb will also go down. Ahead of default. CT players going to split their way in. almazer coming in from ramp. Chopper's going to have his back turned towards that man, though. Better look onto it. And the corner. Does he detect the gun barrel? Does he see the man? No, he doesn't. Perfect chance for almazer to tap forward. And one angle, one corner left unchecked. Allows the pistol to go the way of forZe.
And they gave him a lot of respect, though. With almazer leaving the B site and looking to get a little bit more information up from mid, it just allows the bomb plant to...
Hoping for SDY to get up the ghost here. Deagle gets a goosh off somehow. Okay. And now zorte gets overwhelmed by Mir. So, the man that defended Donut for the longest time is now going to be down to attack it and get control. Set up to try go for the A play. But it's just those two players out there. The other three are still on the B half of the map. They're going to start the rotations, though.
Oh, Mir, great shot coming through.
Or anybody else for that matter. Bit's going to start the rotation back. Gaps in the smokes will get re-smoked instead. The bomb can cross safely, get planted, and Chopper's still lurking back here at lane. If he catches the players on rotation, Flip will at least drop the bomb planter. That's already pretty decent. Second attempt by SDY also falls, and Jerry deals with that lurker, so suddenly the tide turns back to their favor. 10 seconds to get the bomb down. Mir's on rotation. Magic's hunting for Flip. Flip gets a triple. What's happened here, Spirit? Mir, 4 seconds to plant the bomb. He's out in the open and suppressed that towards Donut. Oh, they bottled it. They absolutely bottled that round. Spirit should have had all.
Oh, this is excellent counter utility. That resmoke slows the whole play down. They've only got 2 flashes left on T side.
SDY at least finds a pick on Jerry. Now down to 2 players on the B side defensive. Third man's on rotation. 4th player out towards mid, and Flip holds the spray through the smoke, trying to make it a triple. Not quite. Degster deals with him. SDY and Magisk come up with the trades, and Spirit finally finding the play. 1-on-3 now for zorte. It's going to be a 13 for Spirit.
And that was a really nice and decent sneak play in for magixx. So much of that attention being brought over towards Cave that they don't look out towards that ramp position. Degster even follows up with 2. Seems like Spirit are just too powerful for them.
SDY with a pick on to KENSI. Degster follows suit on Jerry. Aggression. Failing the flashbangs. Follows suit with the bullets flying away. He'll get tagged up. Turning away from the second wave of the flashbang, seeing the one man out of the gate, but magixx still gets the kill. Flit has found a chance to rotate to the back lines of the site, though. Molotov's in. The spray is just not good enough. No kills. 1-on-5. zorte. Well, what more can he do?
He's just got to hold. There's no other option. And for forZe again, they're slowing the clock down from Spirit. Another perfect resmoke out towards A main. They rotate Flit over. And then both of those guys seem like they're in positions where it might get a little bit chaotic for the T side, but they still just get overwhelmed. And this AWP could even fall. On a very confident note, Degster does miss that first opportunity, but there's aggression out from ramp, and at least they're ready for it.
Now outside of A main as well, KENSI will catch off the kill. Back Mir can respond towards the man. Looking for a bit more as magixx wildly sprays here on ramp. Two different sides of the map. Seeing action, seeing engagements. Jerry with the SMG, desperate to get anything out of that. And look at the damage he did to Chopper and magixx. Just not good enough, unfortunately. They needed the kills. And the rotations to the backstab was also way too late to catch the bomb carrier. The SMG are flipped now. Set to do the central line of the defensive. Is going to have to try and stall the time as zorte gets set up to the back lines here. Team Spirit are walking into the site. They're going to get a bomb down. As Chopper gets this kill, it could be all over. And zorte falls. It definitely will be. 16-6. Spirit dominate their way back into the series on forZe's own. I feel like thinking back on how the El Clasico of CIS Counter-Strike has ended up going here, Dwayne. We can't be too shocked that we're in map 3, but the shenanigans involved to get there have been so weird. Spirit looking flat on Dust 2, forZe bottling it on 8.
The track record recently on this map.
I don't know where to go with this one. I still want to feel like Team Spirit have the edge on the basis of how good they looked in that second map, finally getting it together, and now looking to try and dish out some damage onto forZe, eliminate them from the tournament. It's a 2-for-1, a 2-for-2 to start things off as degster tries and get Spirit into the pistol round. He doubles up onto almazer and co. Flit and zorte, last couple of players left. They cut off Chopper out towards that mid position, but Spirit are making their way back into the B bomb site via monster, so rotations are inbound real quick here for the Spirit side, and it's zorte that catches the bomb carrier. SDY now with it all to do. He puts the smoke down on site and Plot's just behind it.
I just get a bit of safety, but the CT's hard slow it down out towards Monster. SDY even getting spammed up through the smoke, and Flit gonna eventually find that headshot. Really felt like degster had brought that round back. Sloppy timing from forZe in terms of the bait and switch. We saw that Condor got opened up so late to allow degster to swing back around, follow up with a couple of kills, but then even Flit just gets undetected up at the end of bar.
Not going to be affected at all by it. It will be affected by the timer though. 23 seconds. magixx faced in a pod. Jerry lines them both up, and now it's a 5 versus 2. Spirit, in terms of getting confidence on the board, the numbers aren't there. Start is not there. It's 4-0 now for forZe.
Even just that decision.
Going for another heavy invest round here. Nades up. Damage done. Flashes over as the tease to go for a very early execution here. Spirit will lose magixx to start. SDY holding on, seeing players at water, sawing a player also out towards the toxic barrels, and KENSI does get overwhelmed for his trouble in the midst of that smoke. So 4-on-4 scenario. almazer looks to find a couple of trades, and indeed he gets that one frag, but overwhelmed by running out of ammo. 2 versus 2. The AKs of the CT side continue to hold their own alongside the M4 back towards jungle. Flit tapping and bursting. The bomb yet to commit here. Tag up damage done to the Tech 9s. Eventually one player's going to burn a slow HP. Still degster comes up with a Tech 9 tap forward, and Jerry struggles, allowing Chopper to finish off the job and get that.
But it seems like it's a little bit more of a gamble stack on A now.
M4 of KENSI turns into a 4 versus 4. Swing back, AFK degster way too close and off angle. Flit also getting dealt with towards that short angle, so it's all left to almazer on the site defense, and he gets just domed instantly. In Spirit, well, we're seeing the old Spirit that we expected to see in this one. 1v4 for zorte. He's got to hold on to the AWP. Things look far, far better here for the T side.
Yeah, bit of a moment where it just seems that for Spirit, they're starting to find a lot of success with these B takes, and for forZe, we're just not seeing the adaptations.
Yeah, it has been a bit difficult for them. Good shot in zorte, at least gets the likes of magixx. Didn't see the second player right around that corner. Yeah, degster will be able to find the frag on a man. Played out A defaults, but they've always accounted to the B site every single time. Up in zorte gets the kill on magixx. Gets a start out for forZe. They're going to get Molotov out of position and hunted down. They're going to jump straight through him towards bottom. Khan, and zorte's back's turned, thinking he was safe to that smoke, and he fought wrong. How ballsy was that for Spirit?
Oh, almazer's got the backstab, deals with that first player. Can't really rely on a massive amount of information. degster's got eyes up towards A, waiting for a jump spot.
Wraps the corner. Chopper gets dealt with. That's almazer. Now leaving 2 players left here for the Spirit side. degster to do it. Jerry going to wait back at toxic barrels. Hide until the time is right. You hear the footsteps. Tapped up still by Mir. Gets into a 2v2, but they're going to get the bomb down right now. KENSI finds his backup. I think he's just going to have it in time. Yeah, a second to spare, but degster now got to clutch it. He's been amazing in his backline position so far. Has seen Flit. Got to account for KENSI. Wins that fight down to 1 versus 1. Catches him damaged up as he drops out towards water. And the second phase for degster. Not a risk you can take here for forZe. Like, they're just really out of options.
They might have to. 7 rounds in a row being lost. Great shot coming through from zorte, aggressive. degster looking for a little bit of a pick back, and finally forZe at least have a bit of an advantage to work with in the early portion of the rounds.
They can win more fights like that and convert them into rounds, and maybe that could be their way in. Look at almazer wrapping right in against degster, but degster turns away. Still gets caught by the M4 anyway. 3v5. Making it 2 as almazer turns up on SDY. The AK flashes in. It's held away as magixx gets a kill on Flip. Fash over the sandbags, hoping to peek into the site itself. And Chopper finally sees a man of KENSI, gets it to a 2 versus 3. Trades coming inbound and turning it to a 2v2. In fact, Spirit, this B site here. Is this going to work out for them? The bomb can go down. The AWP trying to peek up close here. They've tapped it. Chopper above that smoke. Still not being seen, though. zorte's caught the bomb carrier. And it's all to magixx this time to clutch it. Sees that AWP, and zorte just wins the fight. In a very weird game when it comes to the actual complexion of it. Yes, we will be seeing an 8-7 half at the very least, but... like, who do you favor in this one? It's so weird to tell. It's so weird to see who's come out on top. And like you mentioned, it's not felt competitive, but it has been.
zorte just trying to see if he can aggress, create a chance out from the short position. The molly, oh, the smoke just goes down way too late. magixx just burns.
That's not okay. That's really not okay. Boost up still for the likes of Flit, looking down into the likes of Mir. Catches that pick.
Getting flashed. They can't even get out of this monster position. And for forZe, they're not really getting a massive amount of information.
Push forward to the smoke put up there by Jerry. Dealt with by SDY. KENSI still sprays back. Got a teammate in Flit. Back at water. AWP working into that short control. The AWP, the CT side might not even be aware of this. Big gap to find. And now a 3v2. Favorable of Spirit. Bomb. Attempt to get planted. Chopper trying to bait in the likes of KENSI to make a mistake. Sees that headshot, gets that kill. Chopper with a wide face goes falling, and the AWP can't do anything. It's 8-7 for forZe as they KENSI in towards the underpass that could see something, but so far so little has been seen.
Well, he heard 2 players, so he's got information that there's a couple of players in con, and if this timing works out, he may be able to catch off Mir just looking the other way.
degster catches a frag. Mir does get caught by KENSI thanks to the bait and switch with the attention firmly drawn towards Monster. And now they know there's a split play involved. The CTs on rotate will be a little bit late to the party. Chopper, a bit to do here on the defensive line. He'll get that pick against his name. Flip with 2 to his own part. KENSI will drop back. SDY gets it to a 2 versus 2 now. magixx still on the rotations here as SDY works in from short control. Flit is extremely low here in this, so magixx got to get the shot on Jerry, and indeed he does, and Flit gets overwhelmed by SDY. 3 kills to his name as Spirit find 8.
forZe did a lot right in that round, but Spirit just looked better when it came to that retake. We saw the way in which the bait and switch comes out. They deal with Mir. A couple of kills come down onto the side.
Wait, with the AWP on the crossfire of degster. I think I wanted to be the first face. So good shot. 5 on 3 now gain, making it 2 as the bomb gets dropped and degster picked up a triple. That's round done.
He's just had that X factor in rounds, hasn't he? Just the multi-kill potential, the round-winning plays, and they're just going to keep peeking in. It's too easy. They don't have the util, they don't have the numbers. They go, right, we're just going to keep fighting. We're going to hope that he misses one of these shots and we'll get a trade-off, and it just is not happening whatsoever. Jerry does find 1 kill up towards the long position. Okay, missed shot, doesn't get the ace.
Would have been his second ace in the series as well, so trying to get rid of that AWP, but missing his chance, so therefore the kill. He returns. Up and over. Jerry, ready, KENSI. Gets his kill. Jerry follows suit on Chopper. 2 left standing, 1 left standing for Spirit. Overwhelming force forward of forZe and SDY. Oh, just got to save, isn't he?
Yeah, no real chance here. And they're kind of on double eco status, aren't they?
14 evens, but even with that in mind, Spirit
Getting pretty much the majority of players up to A. They've got a good read on this one.
deagle tap in, Jerry. Finds his pick, open things up. AK back in with the likes of Flit, and SDY gets 2 of those kills. M4 involved, needing him to be a big fragger for his side. Jerry gonna get that nade out to his position, might take him down. No, it misses out entirely, actually. almazer and Jerry still get those kills on Mir and SDY. magixx and degster. magixx picks up the FAMAS, sees almazer, gets a kill back to a 2 versus 2, forces that bomb planter off the bomb plant, sees him at the edge of the box, his damage done to his teammate as well. There's another kill for magixx as degster chimes in, and
close in for the bathrooms, who is hearing some of these footsteps. That's SDY being able to relay the information.
Shots in of the AWP missing out. Chopper getting caught instead. SDY in the middle of the bathrooms, and almazer just nonchalantly walking in. Down to the frag, the flashbang in as well, catching zorte for blind. Not quite the kill. The AWP shot lands to the leg, but zorte, his AWP shot connects to the kill. Nade's close towards Flit, should not be able to get the frag on against him, but zorte does get caught, so it's a 3-on-3.
Oh, there is a long wrap coming through for the D side, but it all just comes down to the matter of timing, and Mir is starting to watch it, but he's going to start repositioning.
Flit's so low here. This can be an easy frag to drop the bomb. That's everything for degster. Switching out to the AK, and there's no backup to grab it in mid-control. 25 seconds for KENSI and Jerry to go full send back into this position. Get back to the sides! What the hell? Adjustment in against the second man, but not quite his third kill, and it's all on Jerry. 15 seconds to AWP. degster watching it. A flashbang might force him off position. The AK jumps around the corner, but degster holds his nerve. Conceded only 1 round thus far in this half, and that might be enough. Execution inbound to the T side. almazer finds Chopper, kicks things off. Jerry follows suit. magixx and Jerry go back and forth, and the T's with just as impressive a B here as Spirit had on their first half. Bomb will go down, and forZe will have a 10th round.
And that's more like it. That's impressive.
Here for forZe, as again they try and hold their own, try and hold some control. All in position with the AWP and magixx. Broken by up, flashes involved. Still the M4 spray comes forward, trying to line up some decent kills. Chopper can turn a 5-7 frag involved. Smoke down towards the short control. Looking for Jerry next up. Fit makes his way around the corner, and Chopper gets his kill involved. 3 versus 3. Player on the T side is siphoned off, sandwiched in. Here towards the short presence. SDY gets the kill, and Jerry's on 4 points of health. Can plant the bomb, but it's a 3-on-2 advantage for Spirit, and that nade almost catches his man.
Zorte's got to be the guy to step up. Got to be the one to take a fight. He's actually wrapping into heaven. He's having a backstab.
It means that Jerry's going to hold his own. 4 HP, and the AWP might be ready for this as well. Yeah, he is. degster loses the fight. Still zorte against heaven. Looks back to the backlines. Looks to the AWP instead. On the toxic. Chopper still finds it, and it's all Jerry. 3 kills for Chopper. 4 HP for the T-sub. Member got denied his defuse right now, but no. SDY finds the spray, and Spirit find 15 on map, match, and semi-final points.
Oh, what a retake coming through for Spirit and zorte.
Overtime for forZe. 5 in a row to get there. They have at least got a decent economy basis, so the AKs can come back in. AK's out for Mir, gives up a little bit too much on the aggressive face. Gap in that smoke, but degster can respond elsewhere on the map. Jerry gets Chopper the return, so it'll be a 2-for-1. forZe getting into the B play again.
Oh, they're making a lot of noise over towards this B side. Rotations can come in quickly. magixx is going to be the only player here for now.
They're still going to be waiting on these CT players. 1 player up ahead of is smoked off to the center of the site. M4 sees the headshot angle. The AWP is able to bail out the player up close. So Jerry falling. Back to evens will go. Nades up sight. magixx looking for his way around. The bomb plant can be secured. The player still gets caught. The bomb plant not denied. But forZe have Flit alone. And SDY shuts him down to claim it all. 16-10. What was a difficult, hard to read series 1 that should not have gone that far. But it goes the way of Spirit as they look to the grand finals against 10 points.